The rule of three has a double meaning for us in this film. It's a classic rule of comedy, basically, as well as a metaphor for the people we have in our lives and different generations.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it just sort of kind of came to me that we're all ruled in threes. So, you know, son, father, grandfather, and occasionally you get a great-grandfather, but usually on the way out. So it's sort of this rotating sort of wheel, and you have to, it's just what you deal with, it's what you have to deal with, and sadly quite a few of us lose one of those links, and it all sort of reverberates through the rest of our lives and really, you know, tells our story and dictates who we are as a person. We've known each other for quite a few years now. 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, about 3 or 4 years. We've met on the set of a web series in Los Angeles, and we got talking and we decided it would be cool to do some projects together. Our own projects together.
Our stars couldn't align. It was either he was in Poland or I was in London, or he was in London, and now we finally have come together, and we really we're jazzed about kind of kicking this off the ground.
That was very romantic. Stars having aligned. Okay, good.
They're not paying me enough, but...
They're paying you?
Yeah, no, they are, yeah.
So yeah, the idea is really to sort of create a fully engaging story with like three-dimensional characters that has sort of a beginning, middle and an end. It isn't a mood piece, it isn't a teaser for a feature film.
What we're trying to do is get back to the old-fashioned storytelling, like the films we grew up with, like Back to the Future and Goonies, things like that, where, you know, we're telling a whole story and it's emotional. People watching it can actually relate to it with their own life.
Oh, it's really hard to be mean about the project. It's good.
Is it?
Ish. It's only 9 pages. That's
That's
why I signed up to
I
it.
only read the first 2. And
Did
got
you?
bored.
Oh, you bloody wanker!
Fred is this old, you know, sort of grizzled war vet. He's the grandfather of Craig.
He's also, I guess, he's also somebody who never got to grips with the fact that the war has ended, and he can't really find himself in a society not being involved in a war, and also coming to terms with aging.
And he's got this ticking time bomb kind of this hereditary like disorder that's sort of plagued every male in his family, and he's kind of already slipping into it, so he doesn't really know what's going on, but Craig has a really good idea, and it's sort of terrifying him. Well, Craig's a young man who is signing over paperwork to allow his grandfather, who's suffering a very specific ailment, to sort of stay in this medical facility that he works in, despite that being sort of against sort of medical code of ethics and against the advisement of the head chair of the facility. But he can't bear to see his grandfather be, you know, shipped off somewhere else. And it should be interesting because he has to have the pain of possibly seeing with him and interacting with him.
Craig is also somebody who's trying to deal with the fact that he's lost his father at a young age and never had a chance to meet him properly, and he's trying to use that last chance to get to know his grandfather before he passes away.
Craig, for me personally, is a reflection of Charlie. He doesn't really say this much, but he's gone through quite a lot lately. His dad passed away last year, and I think this project mainly is kind of about that. He's kind of lost a bit of hope, and he's trying to gain that hope again.
Outrageous!
So the funding is to make sure that the cast and crew for 4 days are taken care of. They've got early starts, 4 or 5 a.m. They need to be fed, they need to be transported, they need to be looked after. And we want to make sure that everyone's got the tools that they need. We need props and costumes to look the part. We need a great location, which we're currently hunting for desperately.
Yeah, we're also trying to create a homegrown production from script to screen and just use our own resources. And you know, we're trying to do it as cheaply and effectively as possible, but we need your help to pay for the basics, basically.
So really, that's why we're looking for you for today. We ask you to invest as much as you possibly can. It gives the opportunity for us to pursue our dreams. That we've been doing this for a long time, some of us for more than 10 years. We've got such an amazing team that we've now got the chance to come together, pursue this great story that Charlie's written.
Yeah, we're really invested in it. It's we also really want to put out a really good piece of work that really sort of highlights how good we can be.
What? Oh, oh, hey, what?
It's a story about people who shape our lives and different generations and the complex relationships between those generations that we might have.
Give us your money.
Now, do it.
So come to your house and I will find you.
We know where you live.